We are heading deeper into the Colliery underground here in Golden Coal City. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy Tactics All Oracles Challenge being recorded here in March of 2022. Hope you are doing well wherever and whenever you are. Today we are heading to the second floor of the Colliery underground. Not quite sure how it's snowing underground. The names of this place are very interestingly localized, and I have not bothered to check to see what they look like in other more modern localizations of this game. This is part of the Beowulf Reese side quest thingy here. I am doing these for completionist sake. I do like doing these side battles, and it's kind of a cool extra challenge for these kinds of characters. So you can see right away, the biggest danger right here in our face is Charm from the Thief. Now I did think about bringing in some of the anti-charm gear. If I had re-rolled this battle, I would have considered it maybe, but I think actually the mantles were a bit better choice for us in this particular one. So even though we have the risk, the immediate risk of getting charmed right there from the Thief, I think we're in okay shape because of what the Thieves are doing. Now the auto battle for the Thief up top seems to be like run like a rabbit. So I'm guessing I guess I don't know. It seems to be that that one does not really have any interest in engaging in this fight. You'll see throughout this entire battle, that other Thief up top just seems like he doesn't want to be there. It's like running away. The one down here is much more aggressive, comes right out of that doorway there with the King Behemoth standing behind it. Comes right out of that doorway and just immediately goes into try to charm us. But we can now focus our fire on him. Looks like it must have quite low faith. I don't know if I glanced at what his faith numbers are, but all of our spells are pretty low chance to land as they need to. So there's a life drain on him. We're going to try to get this taken care of quickly in the first round. Maybe Beowulf will help us out there if he goes up there. I think he has an octagon rod, so he might be able to go up there and finish things off, or he can maybe cast a silly spell. It looks like he is moving right into position there, and he is indeed going to take a swing at that Thief. Very cool. Thank you, Beowulf. And then he's going to end his turn with his side facing the King Behemoth. I hope that that's the right choice for Beowulf. Right there, we have the blaze gun, I guess it is. I can't remember. The names are all not very well translated. So the King Behemoth right here is just going to do its like stab up thing. I can't remember what the name of its attack is. It wasn't super impressive. It looks like on poor Beowulf there, but at least it kind of Beowulf kept the Behemoth penned in, and you can see all of our attacks just so low. Such a low chance to land. 55, 54. But if either one of those lands, we'll be in okay shape. And I can't remember if Ramza is also charging on him. So here we have the regular Behemoth also seems to be retreating from the battle instead of getting right into the mix of things. So boom, right there, that Thief is down. The Chemist up there could theoretically maybe do something about that. Although that Chemist has also got plenty of offensive power as well with the blaze gun. The other Thief up there, again, instead of engaging, just seems to be getting out of dodge, I guess. Now what I'd like is for Beowulf to just stay right where he is. For Beowulf to just kind of hang out right in that spot and just take all the attacks from that Behemoth while we work on him. That'd be the optimal thing to do here. I don't think he will, but we'll see. So it looks like I'm going to I'm just looking at what my chances are of different things. I can try Petrify, I can try Drain Life, but even that, look how low all of my attacks are on this King Behemoth. Again, must be dealing with some low faith action there in that Behemoth, which is too bad. But oh well. Looks like I'm going for a life drain. Going to take a few of those, and also using the Behemoth as an HP bank it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to use that guy as a blood bank, because we're going to be taking a lot of damage from the blaze gun up there. I guess I think it's blaze gun. Glacier gun is the fire one. I think blast gun is the lightning one, and I think blaze gun is the ice one here. So now Ramza is going to go up to try to go to work on that Chemist. And we're counting tiles, and we're looking at his stuff. He's got, yeah, there is a blaze gun and the elf mantle. So the elf mantle is going to help him dodge spells, unfortunately. So even drain life, paralyze, all of those things are going to be dodgeable for him. That's why that one is so low. Can't explain as much about the behemoth, but I think the thief probably also had a mantle on. I didn't really check his gear. That's okay though. All right, so we're going for don't act on that guy. And what that could do is could do a couple things. So we got to charge on him. So if he gets a turn, he could take a pot shot at Ramza and then go retreat farther back. Or he could try to say, like, all right, fine, you're going to charge a spell on me. I'm going to move down and you're going to cast it on yourself too. Fine. I would be okay with either of those, actually, I think, because if he moved down and Ramza cast it on himself, Ramza would have a chance to dodge it, but then also the chemist would be right down there where we could get him. So Ramza could take a swing with the stick unless he got hit with the don't act, and then we could all target our drain life on him to get him kind of finished off quickly. Now, Beowulf is going to get a turn here soon, and I don't think Beowulf is going to keep the behemoth penned in for us like we want him to. He's not going to be that obliging for us. So here we go. She's going to charge up her own life drain spell on the behemoth. And that one's also going to miss. What else can you do? What else can you do? So right here, there is Beowulf. He's coming up to charge. I think it looks like he's charging a life drain, maybe, on that guy. Ba-boom. And there is the blaze gun. I keep laughing because of the names are so hilariously translated. I guess if Beowulf manages to stay on his feet, he'll get a spell off, which would be nice. Here comes a King Behemoth. There is the mantle coming in handy. So we're happy to dodge that one. The Behemoth has been dodging our stuff, so I guess we might as well just dodge his stuff. So here she's going for the life drain. Because now that Behemoth is out, we really do need to take care of it, especially since we're going to be spending a lot of time charging spells. The Behemoth is going to be attacking our charging characters for 100% accuracy and bonus damage. So that is something we do not really want. We want to be more proactive than that. So there's a drain life on the chemist, and there's don't act on the chemist. So that's good. That will keep the chemist from just popping us with that blaze gun while we work on our friend the behemoth down here, who continually, over and over and over again, is dodging our attacks. Great. Way to go, way to go, way to go. Yeah, there's the stab up. So I'm looking, I was like, what kind of, like, where's this evasion coming from? Yeah, I was just looking at the stats. We're like, okay, I could try to land 4 of these guys, or I could just start targeting petrifies and try to land one of those on them. And like maybe the chance of landing 1 petrify will be better than trying to land 4 drain lives on that thing. Maybe I'll try a paralyze. Let's see if that does anything. And if we do get the paralyze to land, that'll actually really help us also. Well, that'll keep him still while we go to work on him. So there is a petrify we're trying, and it does indeed land. So ba-boom. Now we just need to keep that chemist up here. We want to keep the chemist away from that King Behemoth so he's not throwing a remedy at him. So now Ramza's going to go for the distance attack here, life drain. It is unfortunate that it's that low because he's don't act, so even if he has a mantle on, he shouldn't be able to dodge unless magic evade works differently. It may. That's just me speculating. But I know when you're charging, you lose your mantle evasion for physical attacks, but I guess I can't tell you if you lose it for sure on magical attacks. So the thief is gone. The behemoth is petrified. And she's just moving to, it looks like she's maybe moving to gain some hit points. Yeah, I guess she's just moving there where she's kind of more protected while she picks up a couple more hit points. While Ramza tries to go to work on the chemist up here. Beowulf's also kind of leading the charge there. I don't mind Beowulf leading the charge. He can go down anytime he wants. So maybe he'll go after that regular behemoth and take a few shots from there. And so let's see, can she reach a life drain? She cannot quite reach. with her spells. She's 5 tiles away, so she can't quite target the chemist. And this was kind of a silly mistake. I moved her right into the path of that Don't Act spell. I don't know why I moved her there. Looking back, future me is not really understanding what past me was thinking when he did that, but that's okay. Anyway, here's Beowulf, so he can stay in range of the chemist, and he's going to try silence on him. I guess that chemist must have magic, some kind of magic as a secondary. That's not what I would have chosen, Beowulf. I would have chosen something that actually helped advance the battle a little bit more. Oh well, Beowulf, there you go. So that thief, you can see, it must just have Run Like a Rabbit on. I don't know if I remember that. It's been a while since I played this battle. That thief seems to have no interest in this fight at all. That thief seems like he just wants to hang out up there in that corner. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay, so now she's going to move and get a little bit more engaged with this battle, but we're a couple of rounds away from reaching anybody, because this is kind of a big arena here, and it's a long battlefield. So we're trying, the big target there right now is that chemist. We got to get that chemist taken care of so we can target our stuff. Ramza's moving up to target another spell on him. The behemoth that's up there also is waiting in the wings. That behemoth seems to be not interested in fighting us as well, but eventually, of course, it will if we just leave it hanging around for too long. So I want to start getting that taken care of. But we have an advantage right now. So when the behemoth does move towards us, we'll be able to start targeting it with stuff. Of course, obviously, it will start targeting us with things as well. And the thief, whenever that thief decides to engage in this fight, the risk of charm will again be quite great. We will really, really not want charm to be happening. We really need that thief to be staying up there and keeping our female units away from that thief. We got to keep the female units even away from just getting within range of him to like move and hit. So I'm trying to keep them like maybe 8 tiles away because charm has such a big radius anyway. So maybe my female units, I can have them over here working on the behemoth. Maybe send Ramza over there to start engaging with the thief. And you can see Beowulf is charging a blind spell on the behemoth. I guess he's thinking that the behemoth is going to be doing some physical attacking, and so why not charge blind? That's great. Why not? Charge silence on the chemist before. Why not charge blind on the behemoth? Great. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, here it comes. Now, blind or darkness status doubles your evasion when a character attacks you, so it doesn't actually reduce their accuracy, which is what I would argue it probably should do. But what it does, it doubles your evasion. The problem is, though, if your evasion is 0, like if you're charging a spell, they can punch right through it. They can hit you right through it. Or if it's a spell, or if it's a physical move that goes around your evasion, then they just get it anyway. They just kind of can still get 100% if it's something that dodges evasion. So darkness is not quite as nice as you might think it is. So Ramza looking to see how close can I get to that thief right there. Maybe I can engage with that thief. At least keep the thief distracted while the female units over here are working on the behemoth, and then maybe we can worry about getting them over here. Even if Ramza can get a paralyzed spell on the thief, it's going to be in better shape. Now, this was a bit of an experiment. The game is smart enough to figure out that, like, even though that thief has been in that corner, if there's a spell being charged on it and it can move to get out of it, it's gonna do it. It's gonna move to get out of it. So the thief is going to move when it gets a turn. I'm not sure why I was like, oh yeah, of course. I just wanted to see if this thief will be smart enough, and it looks like it does. But you can see it just moves 1 tile out of the spell radius, and there it is. So you can see this one's attacking from the back on Beowulf, so darkness status does nothing because the back attack right there had full accuracy. So we have no evasion right there from Beowulf. I guess Beowulf may have had the Germanist boots on, I guess, from the other battles. Oh well. Sorry, Beowulf. Sorry, buddy. So she's looking to see what can I charge here, what can I reasonably get off, and the Petrify for 33, why not? Why not on that one? Now I'm looking to see, am I safe here? And actually I am, as long as Beowulf is still on that spot. I'm safe there. And even if Beowulf went down right there, that'd actually be a great square to stand on. So I could just attack Beowulf with my purse and take him out so that the Behemoth could not stand on that tile because there's a dead unit there. But Beowulf is he's going to charge faith on himself. You know what? Why not, Beowulf? Charge faith on yourself and then run away. Way to go, Beowulf. Charge faith on yourself and then run away. And there is the Chemist right there, charging a big ice attack. Getting off a big shot with the blaze gun. Pop, 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 pow. So now the thing is, Ramza now can move within 4 tiles of the thief. Now we can target the thief directly. So the thief doesn't matter. The thief can now move around. So if Ramza can disable the thief over here, if he can knock him into sleep or paralyze, then we're in good shape. He's even trying to petrify just to end the thief chapter of this battle right here. I probably would have gone for sleep there, Ramza, future me, because you've got a possible remedy thrower over here. We're charging 2 petrifies on the Behemoth right now, by the way. And right there, so that the Chemist is not quite in the critical range where he's going to throw a potion at himself. So if we can actually get him through that range, he's got 72 left, I think. If we can get him through that range real quick, then I think we're going to be in good shape. So if one of these lands, he's going to go down, and that's going to be it for the Chemist. Boom. So that also precludes any healing that can happen of Petrify or of a, Phoenix Downitude. So let's see if one of these Petrifies can land on the Behemoth, and then we can start working on the thief over there. That thief who's just been running away from this battle the whole time. Let's see what we can do. And boom, there it is. So that one was, I think, a 43%. Now, I don't want to get them too close to that thief over there because the thief is going to charm us. If we get within 4 tiles of him, he won't even have to move. And I really would rather not have the thief kind of come out and start charming people left and right. So we'll see if Ramza can at least knock that thief into sleep or paralyze. Then we can bring the female units over and go to work on them. So let's see what we do here. Looks like they're just going to hang out. They'll be in full health, it looks like, by the time we get through with everything. Sleep and Paralyze have the same CT charge, so Rams is just going to hang out. Scratch that. He's going to move a tile so we can pick up some MP. And Sleep and Paralyze both have a pretty good chance to land. Sleep, I think, is a little bit better. Charges more, it costs more, but there we go. So the Thief, because he couldn't move out of the spell's radius, is just going to wait right there, and he's going to wait right into a sleep spell. So now we can get everybody over here and start working on him. You can see now the other oracles kind of move towards him from the center. Problem is, because this battlefield is so big, it's going to take him a few rounds to get over there. So Ramza is going to have to charge a couple of petrifies on him before they're actually able to get within 4 tiles, because the Thief is, you know, even if we get right up against the wall there, he's still 3 tiles away. I guess it's 2 tiles if we're right up against the wall there. All right, so Rams is going to charge this Petrify. 70%, that's pretty good. Now Rams is going to move down here so he can keep those going. And we're going to move to see, oh, can we quite get in there? No, we can't quite get there with our guys this time. But next round, we'll be able to all move down there and be within 4. And I can just tell already this one's beyond 4, so she's just looking to see where can I go. Nope, nope, nope. She's going to wait, so she's picking up the MP. And look, I love regen that gets you. We're pretty much full health, full MP. We've got move MP up, and we've got regen. We're set to go here. We're set to go. Now, is this one quite within 4? I think this one is within 4 because she was the closest one right there. So she can get a Petrify going. There we go. So Ramza's got a Petrify cast, and she's got one she's ready to cast, and then I've got 4 more. So we'll have 5 casters of Petrify next round. As it happens, though, not needed. There he goes. On we go to the Colliery Underground first floor. If you like this series, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, drop me a comment, or hit me up on Twitter, active_ATE. We will see you next time.